All right. So, Pisces, we have some very, very interesting cards here. I will let you know that when I was shuffling, the Hermit card came out twice, and so did the Hierophant. Okay. So, what I'm getting from this is that a lot of you are going deep within, looking at yourselves very closely, having a lot of self awareness. Some of you may be going on a spiritual journey, but for some of you, you also might be thinking about being committed to something or someone at this point in time in your life, okay? But what I'm seeing at the heart of the reading, with the World card being present, is that there is or will be a completion of a cycle here, okay? A cycle that will now bring in success and reward. I do feel like for some of you, the old cycle that you were involved in, regardless of what it was a reoccurring cycle of some sort that was not serving you at this point in time. Maybe there was something you were working on as a project or in a career, or it could be something you were working on with someone, and now you will reap the rewards of whatever that cycle involved. I do feel like there was maybe some ups and downs, maybe more downs than ups, but at this point in time, you are going to complete that old cycle, and this will produce something that is very successful and very rewarding. Right next to it, out comes the Star card. So this was inevitable to happen. Whatever that old cycle involved for you, again, take this how it resonates. It was meant to happen. There was a lot that you learned from that situation with someone, or just as a person that was trying to create something, or be a part of something. Whatever that cycle involved, that needed to happen in order for there to be a completion that involved reward and success. This is destined. So everything that happened in your old cycle, and everything that is happening with this new cycle is all destined to be. Okay. So it was not all in vain. Everything that you've been through and everything that is coming to you is well deserved based on the old cycle that you had been on before. And out with the Justice card. So this backs up exactly what I've just said. There will be justice served, and the justice will be the fact that because you are now open to the new cycle, the new rewards that are coming towards you, the old cycle will not be able to return. The old cycle has died in a sense. So there will be justice in all of the old cycle situations that you are a part of. Those will no longer be able to come up against you. I mean, if you look at this image here, the wings symbolize freedom. The sword is just like, cutting out things that no longer serve you, being protected. You know, justice is definitely on your side. Destiny is allowing you to know that everything you went through definitely was destined for what you deserve now. So you are really protected by this new cycle. The old cycle is so far away, so old school news that, there is no way for that cycle to come back at this point in time. It's out, it's old, it's depleted. Now, when we're talking about this old cycle, if we look into the past here, the Five of Swords, okay, this talks about betrayal. So for some of you, there was a betrayal. I feel strongly that for a lot of you, this was a family betrayal. There was either something going on in the family behind your back, or you being the black sheep of the family, or just, family members coming up against each other, possibly you specifically. I'm hearing sibling rivalry. Okay. So this could be sister, brothers, that sort of thing. But for some of you, this has to do with a manager, something at the workplace, a manager that wasn't treating you fairly, someone that was really controlling, demeaning. And for others of you, this is a relationship that you were in where someone betrayed you to the point where, you know, it was just over. It was devastating. It was something that you didn't necessarily see coming full head. It was right behind your back, and it was just like the feeling of never, never seeing it coming and never wanting to be in this position again. Okay. And with that being said, however that resonates for you, if that is, friends, family members, co-workers, manager, someone that you are interested in romantically, you have taken the position from that betrayal to really hold on to your heart and your assets dearly. Okay. This is you really being on guard, not letting anyone in, holding your heart so close to you. For some of you, the betrayal involved, someone using you, coming for your money, coming for your assets, that sort of thing, what you could do for them. Others of you, in terms of family members, you may feel the same with that, like they only come around when they need something, is what I'm hearing. And when we're talking about employers, because I feel like there is some people out there, and picking up that there was a betrayal at work that had to do with a manager, I'm feeling. Really, really being on guard with this person, holding back. But I feel like you wanting to be able to be prosperous and to be successful in your job. But there was something that you had to hold back. It was like you had to hold back either how you felt about the job or being betrayed. It's like you had to hold something back, and it wasn't allowing you to be as prosperous as you could be. Maybe for some of you, you held back, the fact that you felt like you needed a raise or you needed to be, treated fairly. I'm hearing something like that. And so it was like you had to be on guard because, there was some type of bad treatment or betrayal from this individual. Again, take it how it resonates. Whatever the situation is, you felt like you had to gain control back. You felt like you were being controlled. Some of you felt this from friends, family members, managers, or someone that you were romantically involved in. You felt like you needed to hold back to gain some control because you felt like you had been, in the cycle of being controlled here. Okay. This is what I'm saying. Now, that was the past energy. We've already looked at the present. What I see in future energy here for you, Pisces. The Queen of Cups, she is someone that is very, very intuitive, okay? She's sensitive and intuitive, and she is someone that has really, really high emotional intelligence, okay? I feel like because if you look here, because you have mastered the craft of holding things in, guarding your heart, because there was this betrayal, and this doesn't necessarily mean for all of you that there was one betrayal. There could have been several different types of betrayal here. This would be your energy. You have now been able to master really being in control of your emotions. You could be hiding them or and so I'm feeling this very strongly. This is the energy of someone that if she lets you in her space, okay, There is a very small, select amount of people that can share her space. She's very loving and compassionate and nurturing. Now, this could be male or female. It's not gender based. I'm just, the energy that I'm speaking on. This individual, which is you, Pisces, is someone that is willing to give, very nurturing there, but there has to be a level of trust. There has to be a level of history, or some authenticity that he or she feels. This is how you guys are. It's not like a free for all. I have 20 to 30 best friends. It's not that. It's like you really, really being on guard and being very selective. And in that, you hold people very, close to you, just like this here, You hold these people dear and close, and whatever they can provide for you as a friend, support, the listening ear, you're very appreciative of that, and you're not afraid to give that back. But this, you really make the world a better place because people know that if they are able to come into your space, that they are deemed as some type of special person. Okay. But you do make life better, Pisces. There's something about you, and that's what the Queen of Cups does. There's something about your loyalty, your nurturing spirit that people just absolutely love. And I feel like you are really, really embodying that here recently. I think that people are more aware of this from you. But I do see here with the Nine of Cups, I feel like you have some fear, okay, of this betrayal from the past popping back up, okay? I feel like although you have held back and you are really managing your emotional on the outside, so not everybody really can see what you're going through, what you're thinking of emotionally. You seem to be very, very, balanced emotionally on the outside. But inside, Pisces, this is anxiety, this is worry, this is nightmares, okay? And I think it's because you are really, really not wanting to be in confrontation with this betrayal or any type of betrayal again, you know? So in clarifying the Nine of Swords, just to see what it is that is really making you, anxious or worried or giving you nightmares, out pop the Hermit, okay? So alongside of the Justice card again. So we're seeing the Justice here twice. It's like you really, really wanting to make sure that you're going within and you're really seeing people for who they are. You're really seeing your situations for what they really are. You're really hoping that you can, bring in some success and some rewards. Like, even though you feel like there are some good things coming, it's almost like, I really just hope that this is the case. I really can't be disappointed again. I really don't want to not see something coming like last time, and with the Justice card being here, it's like, I really want to do myself justice is what I'm hearing. I'm really trying to make sure that I'm holding all this together, because whatever this was for you, Pisces, something in your childhood or something in your adult waking life, whatever this was, like, you really don't have much room for this again, not even close, okay? But what I do see here is, as an outside influence here, outside energy, I do see that the King of Wands, there is going to be someone that comes your way, okay? This person that comes your way is a part of this new cycle, all right? This person is destined to be a part of this new cycle, this new life. This person is justice, okay? This is someone that is, really honorable. This is someone that's ambitious. So if you are, trying to start a new business or a project, or, in terms of looking for a new job, or if, you meet a new friend, or if this is a love interest, this person that is coming in is someone that is honorable. Now, when I look at who this person is in clarification, out again comes the Queen of Cups. This person is someone that will mirror how you look at having people in your life. This person is truly going to understand who you are in your position and the way that you think about things, because I feel like this person may have gone through some things too. But this person definitely gets you. This person is willing to be so compassionate towards you, and be very, very honorable. This is someone that I feel like you can really trust. They get it. They get you. All right. Right alongside of it, yes, the Ten of Cups. All right. This is someone that can really give you everything that your heart desires. This person is here to bring you happiness. This person is here to bring you joy. This is someone that is like, whatever your wishes are, this person is here to deliver, okay? And this person is so generous. So this person is someone that is willing to give you, he or she is willing to give you everything that you've ever wanted and everything that you deserve and need. So I think that what I'm seeing here is that, you have had to be on guard, okay? And you have had to be in control of your own world, but things have changed, and it was destined for something new to change here, okay? And with that being said, justice has been served in that way. And I know that, you are this awesome, awesome person. You make the world a better place, okay? And although you have anxiety of, making sure that yourself has justice, you don't want to go through this betrayal again. But this person that is coming in, Pisces, this person that is coming in is and has the same mindset, the same goal. This person makes the world a better place, but this person wants to make your world a better place. This person wants to give you everything, okay? Again, wants to give you everything in the world, give you everything that you deserve, rightfully so, male or female. And this person is willing to give to you. I mean, we saw here that with you being the Queen of Cups, you are a giver, you are a nurturer. This person can bring some nurturing insight as a partner if you are looking for a partner to start a business or a project. But I feel like for the collective, this is someone in terms of love. This is a love interest for the most of you, okay? Now, what I do see before I give you the outcome at the end of the deck is, or the bottom of the deck is the Three of Swords. You have a lot of things that have hurt you and a lot of people that have hurt you in the past, okay? Again, when I look at the bottom of the clarifying deck, ironically enough, but I shouldn't be surprised, it is the Five of Wands. This is conflict, okay? I feel like for a lot of you, there is conflict, or there was conflict with family members, bosses. There was conflict in your past, but there also was some heartache here. And this is where you are just, having a little anxiety here. Whatever that was, it really, really did something to your spirit, but no one would ever know that on the outside. But at night when you're alone, it does creep up, okay? So this is really good that there is somebody coming your way that you feel like really gets you and that you can trust and can give back to you. Now, as the outcome, what I see with the Seven of Pentacles, okay? Some of you are feeling like, I should be, further along in life. This is the Seven of Pentacles, looking at, some of the things that you've done, but like, yeah, it's not, it's not this, or it's not that, or it could have been better, or it could have been more. The message is that, you need to celebrate where you have definitely come from. You have, it's not quite the 10, but it definitely is the 7. You're more than halfway there. So as your outcome, I feel like you are going to be looking at some things to say to yourself. I feel like, I should be further along, but I am going to celebrate. I am going to celebrate where I've come from so far. And I think that, like I said, with this being the cycle coming in, the new cycle, one by one, things are going to start to be given to you. And so, you're going to be able to tally them. You could be at the 7, and before you know it, the 8 and the 10. And this person here that wants to come in and will come in is willing to give you, the 10 here. So that is what I see so far. Now, let's get some guidance here as to how can you manage, what tools do you need, what mindset do you need to have to get past this particular time in your life. I feel like, you are a bit challenged from the past, but you definitely have some new coming in. And so sometimes that transition can be, a little rocky here. But I do feel like you do have some things here to celebrate, okay? So let's see how you can continue to keep your, mental celebration as far as the anxiety, get rid of that, and embrace the new cycle coming in and out with the old, because that is what happens, Sometimes people feel like, oh yeah, when this happens, I'll just be so happy. You may, but when you're flushing out the old, you do go through some changes there mentally and emotionally. All right, so the 2 cards that we got here is that it's the clairvoyance card. It says, I'm helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. Exactly, because I feel like whatever this betrayal was in the past, or several betrayals for some of you, you had this closed off energy here. And so along the way, as this progresses, and the new cycle comes in, I think that you're going to need some type of, guidance through this. The other thing is that you did get, you have a bond with children in particular. You can help children who are sensitive. So for some of you, this involves something to do with a child or children. Some of you may have children and you have a really strong bond with your child, or, some of this betrayal could have been from your child's mother or father, and, this is where the betrayal has come, and, you feel a real bond with your child because maybe you're a single parent, or you've gone through something in your family because of the child, or this could be something that has to do with your childhood, okay? Something that has happened in your childhood that has led up to this betrayal, okay? We did also get gentleness, okay? And it says that be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. Absolutely, because at this point in time, you are trying to, go into this new cycle. And so you want to make sure that you have positive, uplifting people around you, people that support you. Now, something very interesting happened. I do have the clarifying deck here, where it was, the 5 of Wands here was at the top of the deck. This card has been spinning and slipping away, okay, away from being at the top of the deck. So underneath it is the 6 of Cups. So again, we were just, when I was talking about childhood here, or, the situation with children, this is the reconciliation card. But I think that this also definitely speaks about, childhood friends or how you felt when you were a child, that sort of thing. This card definitely wanted to present itself. So either there's someone from your childhood, a bond that you had with someone from your childhood that is coming back, or, like I said, something from your childhood is standing out when it comes to, maybe there was a childhood bond that you had with someone because of the betrayal that you encountered maybe when you were younger, that sort of thing. But yeah, I thought I would mention that. I think that it's significant. This card really wanted to be seen. Let's go ahead and get some clarification from the wisdom of the oracle on your outcome here, celebrating how far you've come. Okay, because for a lot of you, you have come, a long way, and you do have some things to celebrate here. So let's see what the wisdom of the oracle deck has to say about your outcome. Let's see here. Give us the eyes to see and the wisdom to know what is the outcome guidance that you have for Pisces. Out it comes. Okay, so this is the Yin card. All right, and I am going to get my guidance book for this card. Let's see what it says. Number 2. Also, number 2, for some of you, the number 2 is significant. Maybe when you were 2 years old, or you have a child that's 2, something about 2. And I feel like it's pertaining to children, childhood. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. All right, so let's see here. All right, so the Yin card says that this is a time of calculated receptivity as you gracefully await what is coming to you, ready to accept it when it appears. Yin does not involve frozen dreams or even resting, but rather consciously allowing things to flow to you, poised to receive the bounty that will be made available to you. It implies sensitivity as you alertly study the actions of others and contemplate how they will affect you and yours. Remember, you must make space for miracles to appear. Be the shaped, not the shaper, and you'll see how quickly your dreams manifest. Wow. Okay. I really, really felt that message. It talked about sensitivity, allowing things to flow, being receptive, okay, to this new cycle, the new things that are flowing in. You also have a new person coming in, trying to offer you something here. So I think that was very appropriate. Now, what I also want to do here is, let's see. For those of you that this pertains to love, if this is a love situation, let's pull a card of guidance for love here, okay? Holy Spirit, give us eyes to see and the knowledge to know this love situation. What is the guidance for this love situation for Pisces? Okay, let's see. Soulmate. It says, yes, this is your soulmate, okay? So in terms of this person, he or she, being an honorable man or woman, that wants to give you all that they want, the 10, they want to give you everything to the 10th power, that really, really gets you and has the same goals. This person is your soulmate. So that's wonderful. Something about this children card, okay? This card does not come out often, but I'm also hearing that for some of you, the project that you're working on might involve children. I don't know. It's something to do with children. I don't know. I'm picking up that for some of you, this is childhood, but for some of you, this could be that card is jumping out very strong for someone in particular. I feel like whoever you are, I'd be interested in seeing the message because that card in particular was for someone. Okay. This is the card that come out. All right, let's see. How appropriate. Okay, so this is my postcard from the Spirit deck, and this deck always sends a very clear message. This is your personal angels, spirit guides, the loved ones that had passed on to the other side. This is the particular message that they want you to know, okay? So it says that we are sending you waves of love and joy as we watch you reap the rewards of your tenacity and faith. You know how long it has taken for you to reach some of your goals and that you've had disappointments along the way. Right now, we suggest you take a deep breath and fill yourself up with gratitude and tune into the vibration of well-being. Temporary conditions may be trying to hypnotize you into seeing something else as your reality, but we know that happy rewards are on their way to you even now. Change is the only constant, so be open to it. You will receive your dreams and more. We promise. But more important, your happy rewards will be gathered up in the small moments, the gentle breezes, the soft kisses, and the quiet commitments. Your happiest moments will be on the journey itself, not in the arriving at any destination. Wow. This is talking again about reaping the rewards, okay? Remember the rewards that were destined, and I talked about being destined to receive these rewards, being destined to be with someone, and we have the soulmate card. I mean, this right here just speaks of it all, okay? So this is your general reading, okay, Pisces? I'm going to leave it there. I'm so interested in seeing what messages, comments I'll receive pertaining to this reading. I feel like there was a special message for a few of you out there. So please like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you are interested in receiving a personal reading, I am doing the $25 special to the end of this month. I say that all the time, and then I always go back to it. But I don't know. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. So now might be the time for you. If you're interested in that information is down below. But Pisces, I am really excited. You guys always seem to have something. There's always something there that's jumping out to protect you or to reward you, even in the moments of self-doubt or wondering if and how it's going to happen. But there's definitely something surrounding you that has your back. So I'm sending you guys all the love, all the light, and I will see you guys next time. Take care, Pisces.